Welcome to the Wisdom Path. Today I invite you on a journey of reflection. Have you ever wondered why certain people cross your path at the exact moment they do? Is it luck, coincidence, or maybe something more? In this video, we'll explore how every person we meet may carry a message, a lesson, or even a mirror that reflects something about us. This is not just a story. It's a gentle reminder to stay awake and present, because even brief encounters can change your life. If you enjoy thoughtful insights and stories that help you grow, make sure to subscribe to the Wisdom Path. Let's walk this journey together. Part 1. Why no meeting is ever random. Discovering the deeper meaning behind the people we meet. Chapter 1. The people who appear just in time. When I was 22, I met an older gentleman at a train station. I missed my train, frustrated and tired, but he sat next to me and started a conversation. He spoke calmly, asked me what I was rushing toward, and then said something that stayed with me for years. Sometimes, life delays you not to punish you, but to help you meet the right person. We never exchanged names, but those 15 minutes made me rethink what bad timing really means. Many people believe that meetings like these are more than coincidence. Some call it fate. Others say it's energy or even divine design. In Buddhism, there's a belief that people enter our lives because of karmic ties, connections from past experiences, perhaps even from before this life. This doesn't mean every meeting is grand or life-changing. Sometimes it's a kind smile from a stranger when you feel invisible, or a difficult person who triggers something inside you that forces you to grow. But what if we paused and asked, why this person? Why now? That question alone can shift how we see our daily interactions. Chapter 2. Every person is a messenger. Tony Robbins once said, "Life is always happening for us, not to us." Let's take this idea a little deeper. Imagine that every person who comes into your life is a messenger, and the message they bring is exactly what you need to hear. Some bring joy, support, and inspiration. Others bring conflict, challenge, and discomfort, but all bring growth. Think about it this way. A flower doesn't only need sunlight to bloom. It also needs rain, soil, and even strong winds to strengthen its roots. Similarly, we don't just grow through positive experiences. We grow through friction, discomfort, and the challenge of understanding people different from us. So, the rude cashier. Maybe they taught you patience. The friend who betrayed you. Maybe they helped you see your worth. The mentor who believed in you when you didn't. Maybe they gave you back your power. When we start viewing others as part of our soul's education, life becomes less about judgment and more about curiosity. We begin asking not, why is this happening to me? But what can I learn from this? Chapter 3. Relationships as mirrors. There's a beautiful metaphor from psychology that says relationships are like mirrors. They reflect our fears, our desires, our wounds, and sometimes our hidden strengths. Have you ever disliked someone instantly, but couldn't explain why? Often, that's because they reflect something about ourselves that we haven't yet accepted. Maybe they speak their mind boldly, and you wish you had that courage. Or they're carefree and spontaneous, and you feel stuck in routine. On the other hand, some people feel like home the moment you meet them. They reflect back the parts of you that are kind, warm, and whole. This mirror effect can be uncomfortable, but it's also powerful. The more we observe our reactions to people, the more we understand ourselves. Start paying attention to who makes you feel calm, who triggers frustration, who do you admire deeply, and why. These answers tell you far more about yourself than you might think. Chapter 4. The Unexpected Teachers. One of the biggest lessons in personal growth is this. Our greatest teachers don't always come in the form we expect. A 7-year-old child might teach you to slow down and enjoy the present. A colleague who challenges your ideas might sharpen your thinking. Even someone who hurt you deeply may be the reason you finally start healing. Brian Tracy once said, "Every experience in your life is being orchestrated to teach you something you need to know to move forward." Let me tell you about Anna. Anna was my neighbor, quiet, older, always tending her flowers. We barely spoke. One day I was going through a very hard time. I felt hopeless, like nothing mattered. She noticed me sitting on the porch and simply handed me a cup of tea, sat beside me, and said, "You're not broken. You're blooming." She said nothing else. I didn't even know she noticed me before. But that one sentence felt like someone lit a candle in a dark room. Anna was one of my unexpected teachers, reminding me that sometimes presence speaks louder than words. Chapter 5. Turning awareness into practice. Now that we've explored how meaningful these interactions can be, here's a gentle practice you can try this week. Reflection practice, the people map. Take a piece of paper and draw a circle in the middle. Write your name. Around it, write the names of 5 to 10 people you've met recently or regularly. For each name, write one thing they taught you, challenged in you, or made you feel. Ask yourself, what patterns do I notice? What lessons keep repeating? You might be surprised at what you discover. Often, our life's curriculum shows up in the people we surround ourselves with. Remember, no meeting is ever truly random. Each person you encounter is a part of your unfolding journey. If this video brought you peace, insight, or simply made you pause, please support our journey by subscribing, liking, and sharing it with someone you care about. We'll continue this exploration in Part 2, where we'll dive deeper into the lessons hidden in conflict and connection, and how every relationship is a key to your personal growth. Until then, walk gently, stay curious, and remember, every step on your path carries wisdom. Part 2. When people trigger us, how conflict becomes the classroom for the soul. Chapter 1. The ones who push our buttons. Let's be honest, not every relationship feels warm or peaceful. Some people frustrate us, confuse us, or even hurt us. They say things that make us angry. They act in ways we don't understand. But what if those people are actually our greatest teachers? Let me tell you about a man named Thomas. He worked with me on a big project, smart but sharp-tongued, always correcting others. At first, I avoided him. He made me feel small. But one day I asked myself, why do his words bother me so much? I realized something. He was showing me my own insecurity, my fear of not being enough. That realization hit hard. But it was also freeing. Thomas didn't need to change. I did. Or rather, I needed to heal. Chapter 2. Triggers are mirrors. Psychologists often talk about emotional triggers. These are moments when someone says or does something, and we overreact. We feel a surge of emotion, anger, shame, sadness. It's intense, disproportionate. But the trigger is never about the other person. It's a mirror showing us what still hurts inside. Here's a simple way to reflect. Ask yourself, what exactly did they say or do? Why did it make me feel this way? Have I felt this feeling before? Often, you'll trace it back to an old wound, something unresolved. Maybe you weren't listened to as a child. So when someone interrupts you now, it feels deeply personal. These emotional reactions are signals, not signs of weakness. They guide us toward the place that need love, patience, and healing. Joe Dispenza says, "Your personal reality is created by your personality. Change your thoughts and emotions, and you change your life." That includes how you react to people and how you interpret what they show you about yourself. Chapter 3. The gift inside the challenge. Imagine you're climbing a steep hill. Your legs hurt, you're tired, but with each step, you become stronger. That's what challenging relationships do. Some people teach us joy, others teach us strength. A partner who leaves you might teach you self-worth. A friend who disappears during hard times might teach you resilience. A boss who constantly criticizes might push you to believe in your own voice. None of these lessons are easy, but they are valuable. Like bitter medicine, not pleasant, but healing. The challenge is to stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is life trying to show me?" Chapter 4. Forgiveness is not about them. Sometimes the people who hurt us won't apologize. They won't change. They may not even know the damage they caused. And yet, we hold on to the pain. We replay the moment. We stay stuck. Here's the truth. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. Forgiveness doesn't mean you forget. It means you're choosing not to carry that emotional weight anymore. You're freeing your own heart. Try this. Write a letter. Don't send it. Say what hurt you. Say how it made you feel. Then say you're ready to let go. Tears may come. That's okay. That's healing. As Denzel Washington once said, "You pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud too." Forgiveness is muddy, but it brings peace. Chapter 5. The energetic dance of relationships. Have you ever noticed how your energy changes around different people? Some people feel heavy. Others feel light. Some energize you. Others drain you. It's not just about words or actions. It's about vibration. Emotion carries frequency. When you're calm, grounded, and open, you attract the same. When you're anxious, bitter, or defensive, you invite more of that into your space. But here's the beauty. You get to choose what energy you bring. When someone is angry, you can stay still. When someone is rude, you can be kind. When someone wants a fight, you can offer silence. It's like a dance. If they try to lead you into anger, you don't have to follow. You can change the rhythm. You can step aside. This is power. Quiet, peaceful power. Chapter 6. Practice. The Trigger Journal. Let's turn this awareness into something practical. Try this simple daily practice for 1 week. 1. At the end of each day, ask, "Did anyone trigger me today? What did I feel in that moment? Where do I think that feeling comes from?" 2. Write your answers down. You'll start to see patterns and healing opportunities. After a week, reflect. What are my biggest triggers? What do they teach me about myself? What can I start releasing? This practice builds self-awareness, and self-awareness is the beginning of all change. Part 3. How to create deep, meaningful connections. The power of presence and compassion. Chapter 1. Presence is the greatest gift. In a world full of distractions, being truly present is rare, but it's also one of the most powerful things we can offer someone. Not advice, not solutions, just presence. Think about the last time someone gave you their full attention. No phone, no interruptions, just real, quiet presence. How did it feel? Probably calming, safe, like your heart could exhale. There's a simple truth here. Being heard is so close to being loved that most people can't tell the difference. This quote by David Augsburger says it all. When we truly listen, we create connection, not just with words, but with our energy. Chapter 2. The Art of Deep Listening. Most people don't really listen. They wait to speak. They prepare their reply. But deep listening is different. Deep listening means putting your thoughts aside, not judging or fixing, just being there. It's not easy. It takes practice, but it creates magic. Let me tell you about Maria. She's a nurse I met during a mindfulness retreat. When she spoke to people, She looked them in the eye, tilted her head slightly, and stayed completely still. You could feel her attention, like sunlight warming your face. She told me, "I don't heal people. I listen until they remember how to heal themselves." What a beautiful reminder. We don't always need to do. Sometimes our presence is enough. Chapter 3. Compassion in Everyday Moments. Compassion isn't about grand gestures. It's about choosing kindness again and again, even when no one's watching. It's helping someone carry their bags. It's texting a friend just to say, "I'm thinking of you." It's giving a stranger a smile, even if you're having a tough day. We never really know what someone else is going through. A person may look calm outside and feel like they're falling apart inside. So when you can't think of the right words, say something kind. When you don't know what to do, just stay present. Even silence, if held with love, can be healing. Chapter 4. Creating space for others to be themselves. Sometimes, the most loving thing we can do is allow people to be exactly who they are, without trying to change or fix them. This means accepting others, even when they're messy or confused. Being patient with someone who's still learning. Holding space for someone who needs time. Imagine being in a room where you could drop every mask, every expectation, and just be. That's the kind of space we can offer one another. You become a safe harbor in someone's storm. Not by solving their problems, but by not judging them as they face those problems. Chapter 5. Emotional Safety, the Invisible Foundation. Every deep connection has something invisible holding it together: emotional safety. This means someone can be open without fear. They can share joy, fear, sadness, or doubt, and know they won't be shamed or ignored. To create emotional safety, listen without interrupting. Don't rush people to cheer up. Avoid judging emotions. All feelings are valid. Respond with warmth and calmness, not control. Relationships thrive when people feel safe to be real. And the safest people to be around are often the ones who have made peace with their own emotions. Chapter 6. Being the healing you wish you had. We all have emotional scars, but we also have the power to become what we once needed. If you've ever felt unheard, be the one who listens. If you've ever felt unsupported, be the one who shows up. If you've ever felt invisible, be the one who sees others clearly. This is the heart of conscious connection. You don't have to be perfect. Just present. Just honest. Just willing. The truth is, people rarely remember our words, but they never forget how we made them feel. So what kind of presence do you want to be in someone's life? Chapter 7. Little Practices that Create Big Connection. Here are a few gentle, daily practices to deepen your relationships. 3-second pause before replying. This tiny gap helps you respond, not react. Name what you appreciate. Tell someone, "I noticed you did this today and I really appreciated it." Ask deeper questions. Instead of, "How are you?" Try, "What's been on your heart this week?" Be gently honest. You can say, "I'm struggling with something," or "I care about you," even if I don't always say it. Practice eye contact. Just a few seconds of soft, kind eye contact can build trust faster than words. Remember, connection lives in the little things. Thank you for walking with me through this 3-part journey here on the Wisdom Path. I hope these reflections helped you look at your relationships and your own heart in a deeper, more loving way. The people we meet shape us. The challenges we face refine us. And the love we give, that's what truly stays behind. If these videos touch something inside you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with someone who might need a gentle reminder that they're not alone. Keep showing up with presence, keep choosing kindness. And always remember, every step, every conversation, every soul you meet is part of your path. Until next time, take care and walk gently.